We're here live for another episode of Let's Talk. As if people are signing in here, I want you to go ahead and wave. Hello, welcome to all my Tuesday Transformers. Good seeing all of you. So go on and wave. I want to say hi to Stassi, STASSI082. Hi, Going Graham, how are you? So glad you guys could join us. So as you come on in, go ahead and wave at me. I'm so excited, as always, to join all of our Tuesday Transformers for coming on. Always good seeing all of you. And we're gonna get right into our discussion. As you know, we are talking about headaches today. Hi, C. Nixie, thank you for joining us. Good seeing you. All right, so of course, you guys know I always have to do my housekeeping. So here's the housekeeping. When I'm looking here, it's because I'm speaking to my Facebook folks, not to ignore when I'm looking up here, when I'm speaking to my Instagram folks. I'm gonna do my best to keep all of you engaged to make sure we're having a great discussion on tonight. What is good, family? It's good seeing all of you, of course, again today. I am Dr. Sabine Elisee, board-certified family medicine physician, CEO and co-founder of Cornerstone Medical Group. I help busy professionals get healthy and stay well. We are talking about headaches today. Headaches. And you know, the thing about headaches is they always come at the worst time. These headaches come at the worst time. If that is true for you, can you go ahead and put why in the comment line and even share, because I want to know when your headaches come. And these headaches are debilitating. That's what we hate about these headaches. They come at the worst time, and it seems to be that it comes exactly at the time that you need to do the most. That's when these headaches come. So I want us to talk about ways that we can prevent these headaches and identify what they really are. And of course, you, my Tuesday Transformers, I always want to give you a little bit more, because the most important thing I want for you is I want you to engage with your physician so that you can know exactly what's going on and how to make it better. So we're going to talk about 3 types of headaches today. All right, so let's hop right in it. As more people are signing in, good seeing all of you. Okay, so our first type of headache that we have, we all know what a headache is, that intense feeling that we feel in our head. Sometimes it's pounding, it's very painful. Some people, they'll have some tears. Some people, we oftentimes just say it's a migraine, but we want to differentiate exactly what it is. So one of the most common types of headache that people actually have is when people have headaches secondary to high blood pressure. And we just spoke about that last week, right? When our blood pressure is high, that's one of the reasons why our head will start hurting. And of course, that's something that we want to pay attention to. It's something that we do not want to ignore. And it goes back to the very idea that when our blood pressure is high, I equate it to like blowing up a balloon, blowing it up very, very slowly, but never stopping, and eventually it pops. So when you have headaches that are caused secondary to high blood pressure, you don't want to ignore that. You don't want to ignore that. What kind of differentiates those headaches that are caused to high blood pressure? Well, sometimes you'll have just blurry vision, all right? So if that is occurring with you, if that is occurring with someone that you know, you want them to get that checked out. You don't want to just take some medication, take an aspirin, take a couple of ibuprofen. Yes, it's wonderful because those things help our headaches, but we don't want to mask these headaches so that we could always understand what's going on with them and where it's really coming from. So here, that's one of them. So the second type of headache that a lot of people suffer from is very common here in South Florida. And it has to do with the heat that is down here. And that is a headache secondary to dehydration. Dehydration. A lot of times when we think about dehydration, we think about like these skeleton type imagination figures in our minds. We think of deserts. We think of someone just kind of really wasting away and there's no drop of any type of water. But you'll be very surprised that not having enough water, not having enough fluid in your body will cause these headaches. This is a dehydration headache. So I want us to think about it. Our body is composed of 50 to 65% of water. 50 and 65% of water. Here in South Florida, and probably here in Florida in general, we have hot, hotter, and hottest. Those are the three types of temperatures that we have here in South Florida. So with that heat, despite there being a lot of air conditioning in a lot of the buildings, when we're going in and out of the building, we truly are sweating a lot more than what we expect. And when we are sweating, it causes us to lose volume. We're losing that water. And then now our blood vessels constrict. And when our blood vessels constrict, we have those headaches. So one of the ways that you could prevent yourself from having those headaches is making sure you stay hydrated, making sure you have enough water, making sure that that's the case. And it's kind of tricky with these headaches and dehydration, because by the time you feel that headache, you are already too far out, right? You already are far out. It's a thing that you're kind of chasing your tail. So when you're beginning to feel that headache and you're trying now to guzzle down a couple of gallons of water, it may not do it. It may not do it. So we want to stay ahead of these things. That's what we talk about here with all my Tuesday Transformers. We talk about that preventive, consistent preventive care to stay ahead of these things. So stay ahead of it. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, making sure you're drinking enough water. If you are thirsty, you are already behind in the amount of water you should have. And that, again, is an indication that this could bring on a headache. All right. And we don't want that to happen to you, because why? Headaches are debilitating. Headaches are debilitating. They come at the worst time. You can't concentrate. You can't do what you have to do. And it makes us less productive. And that's what we like to speak about here. We want to be productive. I want you to be productive. I want to be productive. And if we have ways to prevent these headaches, then let's do them. All right. So we spoke about high blood pressure that can cause these headaches. We spoke about dehydration that can cause these headaches. And now let's talk about our final third one that can cause these headaches. The third one that can cause these headaches are known as tension headaches. How many of you out there are stressed? Just hit a Y in that comment line for me if you're stressed. Hit a Y if you're stressed. If you feel like you are overworked, hit a Y, throw a Y in that comment line there if you feel like you are overworked. And finally, if you feel like that, also too, if you just don't get enough sleep, if you do not get enough sleep, go ahead and put a Y in there. Go ahead and Y. The thing about tension headaches, and I want you to think about this too, if you are someone who kind of suffers from a headache in a cyclic pattern, right? So every Friday you feel that headache is coming. Some people, every Sunday night. Why? Because Monday's coming. And if you are in a place where you really don't like your job, or you're not enjoying it, and you're not really doing the thing that God put you here to do, then that's it. You are feeling that stress. You feel that Monday's coming. You feel like you're overworked. You're not getting enough sleep. And that is where that tension headache comes in. So these are the things I want you to pay attention to. If you find that cyclically, every week, every month, around a certain time of that month is when you are getting that headache, it could be a tension headache that you're suffering from. And how does this different? How is this one different from our blood pressure headaches, right? We spoke about our blood pressure headaches being the headaches that cause our vision to be blurred, right? We spoke about that, but we also spoke about our blood pressure headaches having just that headache there. The thing that's key about tension headaches, one, we have it cyclically. So it comes in a pattern, whether it's every Monday, every Sunday night, because Monday's coming, or maybe it's every Friday, because that's where you're crashing. This one, it feels like a vice, a band that goes all the way around your head. And as if someone is squeezing that band more and more and more. This is key with the tension headache. You feel like there's a vice, a band around your head, and it's being squeezed more and more and more. This is our tension headache. And these tension headaches are brought on by what? By stress. They're brought on by being overworked. They're brought on by even depression. It's brought on even by depression. A lot of people will suffer from these tension headaches. But again, what do? We prevent it. We get ahead of it. We get the sleep that we need. We find better coping skills. We do psychotherapy, whatever it is, to deal with that stress. You've heard the saying before, you can't control the birds flying over your head, but you can control those birds laying a nest in your head, right? So life happens. Life happens to all of us. And we can't control what life brings us. There's actually something that we say in Haiti that is so true. And as I got older, I understood it more. It says that life says, let's go, but it doesn't say where we're going. It doesn't say how we're going to get there. It just says, let's go. And it doesn't let us know what's on its route. It happens. Life happens. So stress happens. We have the ups, we have the downs. What you and I have to figure out sooner before later is how to deal with those stressors correctly. How do we deal with them correctly so they don't affect our health? And in one of the ways those stressors affect our health is when we are having those tension headaches that are cyclic, that they come in a certain pattern and they feel like a vice around our head. So those are my 3 top tips to you tonight, all my Tuesday Transformers who are here serious about transforming their health, getting ahead of these things, staying in preventive mode so that we can stay healthy. If that headache you feel that is coming with blurred vision, that may be a headache secondary to your blood pressure being high. I want you to go speak with your physician. We don't want to ignore those things because remember, we spoke about those high blood pressures can cause sudden death or stroke. If you find that you are having those headaches and you're here in South Florida and you're very, very hot and you're thirsty, this could be a dehydration headache like we spoke about. So we want you to stay ahead of that hydration. We want you to stay ahead of your water intake and stay ahead of it so that you can prevent those headaches so that they won't be debilitating to you. And finally, our last common headache that we see that we can prevent is the tension headache that feels like a vice around our head. It comes in a cyclic pattern. It comes every Friday, every Monday, or you notice a specific time each month that it's coming in. That could be our tension headache. And what does that mean? It means that you need to find a better way to deal with the stress. Go ahead and find a better way to deal with that stress. It's here, but we got to deal with it. All right, so those are our 3 things. While you are on, I do want to say what's up to my Tuesday Transformers. Who do I see here? I want to say hi to Julness6. I want to say hi to Verteries. Hi, good seeing you, Nixie. Good seeing you, Nasmatic. Good seeing you, Vic for real. Hello again to, let's see, S. Tassie, 082, and of course, Goin_Graham. Good seeing you as well too. Hi, Rudy Darden. Good seeing you, my classmate. You guys hop on to Rudy Darren, and all the great things that he's doing in the area. Dynamic speaker, wonderful guy, really going to transform your life and just encourage you in what you're doing. I'm so glad Tuesday Transformers, you got on tonight. We had a chance to speak. If you think that this video in regards to headaches could be helpful to someone, hey, sharing is caring. Let them know. We don't want to ignore some of these things that are going on in our bodies because they are very important. And it's our bodies giving us these cues. All right. So I will see you next week. I look forward to talking to you and as we learn more about our health and as we transform our health together. Once again, I am Dr. Sabine Elisee, board certified family medicine physician, CEO, and co-founder of Cornerstone Medical Group. I help busy professionals get healthy and stay well. You guys have a good night. Good seeing you. See you next week, Tuesday Transformers. For Landy, good seeing you, mama. Ciao.